Hey, are you afraid of going to the gym, especially intimidated by the weight training area where all the dumbbells and cable columns are? Have no fear. I'm going to teach you the 5 basic rules to follow that allows you to go into the gym and work out effectively so you can take that fear and kick it where the sun don't shine. I'm Dr. Parsha Karimi, owner of PKL Physical Therapy and Wellness, specializing in orthopedic and sports physical therapy as well as personal training for anyone who wants to learn how to work out. So here are my top 5 can't go wrong rules of weight training. Number 1, leave your ego at the door. Okay, I see so many people walking into the gyms trying to lift weights that are far too heavy for them, and they just wind up hurting themselves and not getting anything out of their workout routine. So if the weight feels like it's too heavy for you and you can't lift it with proper form, just put it down, grab a lighter weight. Okay, rule number 2, always warm up. All right, these are basic rules I'm telling you, but everybody skips them. I see everybody going to the gym and they just start lifting the weights and they start pulling and pushing. It's a great way to hurt yourself, and you're not even warming or priming up your muscles and the tendon attachments to allow it to safely grab the weights that you want to grab and work out with and do it without hurting yourself. So always warm up. When I get to the gym, if I'm doing upper body, I'll spend a good 5, 8, 10 minutes bringing my arms back and forth, up and down, every which direction to get the blood flowing. I'll lay down on the bench, grab a weight that's maybe a fraction of the weight that I'm going to normally work out with, and do bench press, bicep curls. You got to get those muscles and tendons warmed up, especially if you're an AM workout person where you like to get there 4, 5, 6 in the morning and try to work out. That's where you really need to get these muscles ready and primed, to produce force for you. Number 3, no wacky Spider-Man shit, please. I see everybody at the gym, people grabbing the cable columns and swinging through the air. That's not an exercise. In no country, and nowhere in the world is that an exercise where you're flying through the air with a cable column, or you're actually, climbing up that cable column thing and sitting on top of it. That is not an exercise. You look like a buffoon. So don't do that. All right? Every machine, a lot of these weights have the little picture next to it that tells you how to work out, shows you the muscle groups, and shows you the way the person is actually open, close, up, down, whatever it is. Follow the exercise routines. Don't use machines in manners that they're not intended to be used. Dumbbells, everything's got to be slow and controlled. When you go to dumbbells and free weights, the control factor has to go up. You really have to control what you're doing. The machines can kind of keep you controlled. Like the one I'm sitting on right now will tell you how to bring it back, bring it forward. But with dumbbells, you got to go easy. All right, and especially with cable columns and barbells as well. Number four, form is everything. All right, it trumps the weight. It doesn't matter what the weight is. If your form is not good, it doesn't matter. However, the weight has to be advanced. All right, I see many people stopping. If they're doing 10 repetitions or 15 repetitions, you see them get to the 10th one, and it looks like the second one, and they put it back. Now, that person could squeeze out an extra 10, 15, 20 repetitions. That's what we do here in physical therapy. The main reason why people have functional limitations is because a certain muscle group is weak or tight or inflamed. Well, if I'm trying to strengthen that muscle, and I see a patient doing the 10th repetition, and it looks like they could have done another 5 or 6, we increase that weight. You want to work to your potential. So if I'm doing that for a physical therapy patient, you should be doing that in the gym for yourself when you're working out. Always push yourself to your potential. What does that mean? That means if you're meant to do 10 repetitions, then when you get to that 10th repetition, you should feel like, I need a break. I can't do another one. Maybe I can squeeze out another 1 or 2, but I might start ruining my form, so maybe I'll just do 1 and that's it. That's what it means. If you're going to do 15 repetitions, then the same thing. By the 15th repetition, you should feel like you need a rest. You can't go on anymore. That's how you push yourself, and that's how you get stronger. That's how you get better. If you're finding that your workout routines aren't doing much for you, then the intensity level probably sucks. It's probably down. You're probably using the same weight. You're not going up in weight. You're not challenging yourself. You're not breaking a sweat, and that's why you're not getting anywhere out of it. All right? Your body needs to be pushed. Your cardiovascular system needs to be pushed. Everything needs to be stressed in a good way for you to see any kind of results. So number 1, no pain. Number 2, perfect form. Number 3, advance the weights. That's the best way to do it. Final one, rule number 5, no pain, no gain. By Arnold Schwarzenegger. The greatest bodybuilder in the world didn't actually mean hurt yourself. He meant that if you actually have pain in the joint, in the tendons, that actually hurts while you're doing it, then stop. But the pain he was referring to was the muscle burn, the fatigue, that lactic acid buildup in your muscle tissue that burns, that hurts. That's the hurt that he was referring to. Not the, if you feel a sharp stabbing pain, no, keep going, because if you don't feel that, you don't get a gain. He didn't mean that. He meant the muscle burning and fatigue. He called that pain because it rhymes with gain. No muscle, no muscle weakness, no muscle burn, no gain. Doesn't really make any sense now, does it? It doesn't flow as well as no pain, no gain. So make sure you never feel pain. Pain is a great thing, all right? It tells you that whatever you're doing is no bueno. Don't do it. Stop. Lower the weight, change the exercise, or just stop the exercise, go do another exercise. There's a million ways to skin a cat, and with exercising, there's a lot of ways you can work out a certain muscle group. So if one particular exercise hurts, or you don't feel like it's natural, you don't like it, do another one that works that muscle, all right? There's tons of exercises we use with our patients here that some can't do this, some can't do that, so we prescribe this exercise, not that exercise. The end result is we're still working the same muscle group, we're just doing it differently. So in the gym, when you go there, if you feel pain, the weight might be too much, your form probably is off. Or you have some kind of underlying injury going on that is hurting to use that muscle. It hurts to use that muscle group, so that's why it hurts you. So there are your top 5 rules, okay? Follow them. Obviously, there's a lot more to working out, but if you follow those 5 basic rules, your injury risk is low and your effective rate is going to be high. If you have any questions about physical therapy, about weight training, about anything, you can give us a call. Our therapist would be happy to return your call. I'll probably return your call. Bethpay's number is 516-605-1700. Amityville is 631-691-6900. If you have any other questions about anything about the body, joint pain, anything that you want to learn about physical therapy or how it may help you, you can visit our website at pklpt.com. Now, what are you waiting for? Get your ass to the gym.